recorded this like 4 times already, bro, because this makes me so mad. I'm trying to remain composed, all right? But this is just disgusting. So a couple days ago, the world found out that Scooter passed away. Now, when we found out that Scooter passed away, the initial reports were the police killed Scooter. But the police came out and said, no, we didn't kill him. As a matter of fact, he passed away from events that had nothing to do with us.
We're here to discuss 2 events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive in Zone 3. Officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, 2 males fled out of the rear of the house. 1 male returned back into the house. The other male jumped 2 fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid and he was transported to Grady Hospital where he was pronounced deceased.
We're going to get back to the police in a later video because even that to me is suspicious. We didn't chase him. We weren't in pursuit. We found him on the floor, leg already broken, femur probably broken, fractured, and then he succumbed to those injuries and passed away at the hospital. Now, it could happen, but it's rare. And I don't believe that young Scooter, he hopped over 1 fence perfectly, and then the other fence, he fell so hard and broke his leg. I think a more logical or reasonable option would be he was hopping the fence, they were in pursuit, they fired that taser, bro. He was already up there, fell down like limp and broke his leg, and that's how the impact was so hard, that he broke something so critical that he passed away. But when they said that they got a call that shots were fired and they, and a girl was being dragged back in the house, that left a lot of questions. Where is this girl? Who made the call?
Man, welcome back to my channel, DockTV, all car edition, man. I'm a working man. I'm a nice guy. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will reply. Hey, so we back at DockTV. We doing a reaction of Flakko. Shout out to Flakko, Poetik Flakkos. Man, to be talking a bunch of gibberish sometime, man. Talking about stuff he don't know about, but shout out to him because he's been putting in work on this channel, y'all. Like, he's been putting in work on this channel. Doing this investigating. Now, I don't know if he get off from no jumper and just go home and just start doing it, but this is one of the ones that caught me because I remember young Scooter from Columbia, that single he had, and he was on that vibe with all those with all that when Atlanta was like, I mean, not like they not popping out, but it was like really like hot, you know what I'm saying? A lot of cats coming from down there, so I remember from that. So now he's 39, come forward, like probably still doing his thing. Known from his name, from his popularity, from his songs and or music and stuff. So it's unfortunate we have to hear about him like this, man. It's like time to see him pass away and things like that. That's very unfortunate. What Flakko said is important. Where is this girl? Like, you heard on the phone. Well, no, we didn't play the phone call yet. You're gonna hear that. Because I saw this already. And I thought it was an interesting video. So you're going to hear that. Listen to the phone call. Listen to what supposedly the police said happened. Now, it's all alleged. I think the police could they have possibly done something? Yes. It's always possible. Not only in Atlanta, not only in Zone 3, not only anywhere. Unfortunately, that's possible. You're supposed to protect and serve. Sometimes you get the whole, I want to get home to my family type treatment, like, I don't know what you're gonna do, so I'm gonna try to get home to my family. I'm gonna shoot you or do whatever and ask questions later. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm a realist. I'm not saying everybody, every police officer out there does that or whatnot, but let's be real. These people are humans like everybody, have families, have mortgages, have whatever they pay. They want to get home, but that doesn't make it right. That doesn't make it right. So let's see what they're talking about. Where is this girl at, man? Damn. Hey, one thing before. So I want to say Seriously though, if this is false and anything false, like not only women, anybody like put on somebody, like you can literally go to jail for an accusation. They can arrest you and figure it out later. You know what I'm saying? And you had nothing to do with it. Let's go.
But when they said that they got a call that shots were fired and they, and a girl was being dragged back in the house, that left a lot of question. Where is this girl? Who made the call? Because when the police got there, they didn't locate a female at all. So what exactly happened? Well, I found out what happened. There was no girl. There was nothing. It was all a fake made up story. And the person who made it up is this woman right here. This is Demi Blanco, aka girl la 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 on Instagram, right? 5 laws. So she is dating one of Young Scooter's homies. Now, we're not gonna say who her boyfriend is, bro, because honestly, bro ain't do nothing wrong here. I don't even want to involve bro in his nonsense. So she's dating one of Young Scooter's homie. Now, here's the thing. Young Scooter and his homie, they're supposed to have a kickback, a little party later that day for Young Scooter. It's his birthday. She wasn't invited, though. And because she wasn't invited or because she couldn't come, this scallywag decided she was going to call the police and make a false report to get the event or party shut down preemptively before it even began, before that even pulled up. Imagine the type of witchcraft you have to be to call the police and make a report that flagrant at a house that your boyfriend is at. Knowing the history of Atlanta PD and private citizens, knowing how over
Again. It's not just Atlanta PD. It's not overzealous Atlanta PD. It's LA PD, single PD. I'll name it. I'm sorry, I'm gonna name it. You know what I'm saying? It's everywhere. It's everywhere. It's not just them. You don't call the police. You don't call the police to come correct the situation that you have. Her situation allegedly seems like she has a boyfriend that's cool with Scooter. He went up to the party. She knows about the party because obviously her boyfriend is going to tell her. Because she used to mess with her. Probably still was messing with him, allegedly. I don't know. I'm just guessing. Every once in a while, he might take a taste or something. And you mad because you don't get to the party. I heard the phone call. Listen to the phone call. It's crazy if that didn't happen. If nothing like that happened, it's crazy. It's crazy, homie. Like, oh. I don't care if you're a woman, man, whatever. That's just crazy. Crazy. Let's go. Nasty work.
Knowing the history of Atlanta PD and private citizens, knowing how overzealous Atlanta PD is, at that point, making that call, you made the decision in your mind. You are content if Atlanta PD killed your boyfriend as long as he ain't partying with no girls. So when she made the call from the very beginning, you can start spotting red flags in how this story is absolutely fake.
Atlanta 911, operator 8715. What is the location of your emergency?
The location is
the cab with the transfer. 1 second, ma'am, for 273 William Nye Drive, Southeast.
273 William Nye?
Yeah.
No, it's 273 William. Oh, you said Nye, NYE, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you to cab. Hello, caller.
You're welcome.
Hi.
First red flag, you're calling to report something that took place in a jurisdiction that you're not presently in. How do you know this is happening when you're not there? Because they had to transfer her. And they're only transferring her because she's calling 911 in a jurisdiction that she's currently at. So when they have to transfer her to Atlanta to make the freaking report with Atlanta PD, that means that she's not presently there. So if you're not presently there, why are you making calls saying that a woman is being dragged back in the house and some gunshots went off?
Do you need police, fire, EMS?
Actually, both. If you could say both. There was literally a shooting. The house, literally the neighbors next door, the house of the address that I just gave you, the 273. There is literally a whole domestic dispute going on. There's like 7 guys that live in this house. And
What's your name?
I'm sorry, what is my name?
Okay. Tell me exactly what happened.
Okay, so I'm the neighborhood watch.
At this point, the operator is being willfully ignorant. How is she neighborhood watch for that neighborhood when she's making a call from a different jurisdiction?
And basically, like I said, these guys they're like selling drugs in and out of the house. All you see is guys coming in and out of the house with guns and stuff. They holding guns in the air, and then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on.
Oh, fam, I stop that. Like, if this is a made up story, she said, I think they pimping. She gave the address. Listen how calm she is, y'all. People are evil. Listen how calm she is when she calls. Now, this is on the premise that this is a fake call. Somebody passed away from this. She on the phone talking about, I think they're shooting. I think they're drug. So, pimping, so you may have somebody trafficked. You may have somebody kidnapped. You may have somebody hostage. Oh, they shooting because they arguing over drugs. They have drugs there, guns there. So now you sending the police, maybe SWAT, probably SWAT, to that house. Dirty.
Then it's like, I'm not sure if they're pimping, but it's the situation that's going on right now. This girl doesn't have on any clothes. They threw her outside. He was fighting the girl. He literally fought the girl. I'm not sure what they was fighting over, if they was fighting over drugs. That's what it sounded like. It sounded like they were fighting over drugs. And then they started shooting. She had someone come over there, and they started shooting.
She deserves life in prison, bruh. Man, women, it don't matter who you are. You are literally watching this audio under the understanding that this is false and that she's completely lying. Now, at this point, I'm thinking the boyfriend probably already dumped her, bruh. Because ain't no way you calling the police lying like this on your current boyfriend, bruh. Now, we know young Scooter and them was, moving that work and moving that weight, but she was a beneficiary of them moving that weight because she was the girlfriend at some point getting the gifts. But then you call and say, first off, if I'm the operator, bro, I'm already sensing this is nonsense. It starts off with, oh, they pimping, drugs, drag the girl out over drugs. It's just too much going on, bro. So they dragged the girl out, drag her back in the house, and then somebody else came, and then a shootout, pimping, drug dealing. It's just too much. Yo, and you could tell that it wasn't fluent. She was making it up as she goes. There needs to be some serious training, bruh. Because how do you listen to this story and take it seriously? I guess at some point you have to call the police to go there just to check, but yo, this chick would have been in handcuffs the second we found young Scooter dead, bruh.
But the house needs to be investigated. They're definitely doing illegal stuff over there, and it's disturbing the area.
How many shots were fired?
I would say 3. It was 3 shots.
When did it happen?
It's happening now.
Okay.
So I believe the girl is hurt.
And they're coming from 273 William Nye Drive?
Yes. And the girl is hurt because she was like bleeding profusely, like blood everywhere.
Okay. Do you see or hear anything else?
Yeah, she's trying to get away and they're holding her. She's being held hostage. Like they brought her, the guy that was fighting her, she ran outside naked and then he was fighting her outside. And then there was another commotion. She tried to get away. He dragged her back in the house. So now they're at the door, literally fighting. She's trying to get out. And he's refusing to let her out. And it's like 7 guys in the house.
Give me one moment.
She senses the operator isn't really moving with urgency that I guess she will want them to. So then she adds in another detail. To make them move faster. And apparently this detail is there's a child in danger now all of a sudden. You told the story 3 times and there was no child involved. And now all of a sudden on the 4th time telling the story, a child is involved.
There's also a child in danger as well because she has a baby.
Okay, you said the female is naked?
Yeah, she's naked and she's bleeding profusely from her head.
Can you give me a description of the male?
The male is like has like a caramel complexion, low
Is
haircut.
he black, white, Hispanic, or Asian?
He's black and he drives. I believe.
What
it
color
looks
shirt
like
and
this is
pants do he have on?
blue, regular blue jeans and like a regular like t-shirt. I'm not
What
sure. I
color
didn't really
t-shirt?
get the. Okay, I'm not sure if it was blue or black.
Okay, dark t-shirt. And what about the female?
She's light skinned and she has black hair. She's probably about 5'3", 130 pounds.
If this wasn't so effed up, this would be impressive, bruh. To think that she's making this up on the spot as she goes, bruh. Bruh, creating like character descriptions. Now, the person that she described was her boyfriend, which makes this even more evil, bruh, and more vindictive. Right? What? Yo, you could have described anybody else in that house, bro. You described your boyfriend because you wanted them to get your boyfriend. Right? You wanted to put a false accusation on him. Now, she was about to describe his vehicle too, bruh. Just in case he leaves the house and he starts driving to police pull him over. Like, she really wanted him to get caught nonetheless, bruh. But I would have asked, if you're a neighborhood watch, how do you know the vehicle they're driving? Right? Like, you know this person personally?
Okay, give me one moment. Let me get EMS on the line.
Okay.
You have reached Grady EMS. Do not hang
Hello,
up.
ma'am. Can you tell me what they're doing right now?
Right now they're still battling. She's trying to get out, and the person is refusing to let her get out.
She had to be transferred to jurisdiction. She's not even there. How would she know what's going on currently? How are you as an operator not spotting this, man? Bro, rest in peace of young Scooter, bro. Bro, this is getting me tight.
I had to call her and let her know what happened.
Hello.
Well, before I get into that, is this a business house or an apartment?
This is a house, and I think you guys should get here quick because this girl he's really hitting her, and it's a child involved. There is like 7 guys in the house, and they all have guns. You guys need to hurry and get here before she.
All right, I'm just gonna stop it there, man. Rest in peace, Scooter, man. You know, whatever you're doing or whatever, nobody deserves that. If you don't know, he ultimately, I just wanted to stop the phone call. I was getting sick, man. Like, he ultimately, whatever happened, he ended up running, like the police say, and he just and it hit his artery and blah blah blah, he bled out. But I mean, not blah blah blah, man. Respect to death, but man, my condolences, man. Rest in peace, Scooter. I'm hearing they bringing charges on the girl, and thank God, man, because if that story is made, if it's not made up, cool, prove it or whatever in court or whatever. I'm not sure, but if this is made up, like it seems like it is, everything's alleged. That's foul, and she jumped like Flock said. Jump from somebody in there, guns, drugs, bleeding, hitting her now. I'm on neighborhood watch. This giving specific details that she's making up on the fly, bro. To call somebody they like, man. Oh man, rest in peace. Long live D-Mac. Long live Scooter. Long live D-Mac. Long live Pooh Bear. Long live T-Murder. Hey, my boy Casper, where you at? Hey, Inglewood though.